Hello, welcome back. So we have Mrs. Curnow
Mm-hmm.
and we have our two little Disney mice. Welcome, folks. So let's get into position, yeah? Okay, let's put my brain warmer on. Right. Ooh. Bear with us, folks. Bear with us. Right, hang on. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Jeff! Hi, Jeff. How you doing, mate? Yeah, we're running a bit. Actually, no. Yeah, we're running a bit late, but we're here. We're here live from Kerno EXP HQ. Right. So, hope you all are having a good Christmas Eve, and we've been busy today. We've got a few things sorted and everything. We've got. It doesn't look like from the Mark Urbex. Hi, mate. It doesn't look like we've got much decorations, but we have. I assure you, we have behind there. I think Mrs. Curnow can say that. Have we got decorations up?
We have the trees up and going.
Yeah. Mark Urbex said, "Hi, Mrs. Curnow.
Hi.
Merry Xmas." Right. So this year, hang on, let's turn that down a bit. It's got a bit of a bleed coming through there. This year has been quite exciting in many different aspects, isn't it, folks? We've done a lot this year, and we've covered a lot of ground here in Cornwall, and there's going to be even more ground covered in the new year. So next year, as I was saying to some crew members recently, David and Chris and Adam, um, next year is going to be the year where we get our boat out, and we're going to go down the Carrick roads. And also, I'm not going to say too much of where this is going to happen, but we're going to do a pirate theme video next year, folks. Or we hearties. We're going to go out on our boats, and we've actually discovered somewhere where it looks like smugglers or pirates, probably smugglers actually. Um, there's a I'm not going to say where it is, but somewhere on the coast in Cornwall, there's a little island, and on the island there's a little cave, and to get up to this cave you've got to climb up the side and then in. It looks like where they probably would have kept some contraband, shall we say. So we're going to make a pirate themed video out of that. I think that is going to be bloody awesome. Obviously, we're going to have to wait until when the weather improves after February, March, April, when the sea's obviously a bit warmer as well, because this part of Cornwall that we've got in mind, um, in the winter months, it's impossible to get a boat around there. So it's going to have to be a still day. So that should be quite an epic video, because what we'll do is we'll hit it with the boat, and also we'll hit it with the drone as well. So you'll get two different aspects of the same video, which I think will be bloody brilliant. And I think I'm probably the only YouTuber that's going to do this. Mind you, once the video goes out, there probably might be other people that will. Hang on, what was that? That was Echo. Ghost! Don't like it! Yeah, so it should be bloody awesome, folks. Now, of course, next year, I'm just going to get a drink a minute because I'm a bit dry. There we go. Brilliant. Mrs. Kerner wants to talk to the people.
No.
Oh, it's better. Pardon me. Right, back in the room. Okay, so we're going to be carrying on paranormal, folks. Next week after Boxing Day, before New Year, hopefully myself and maybe a couple of members of the crew, or even Mrs. Curnow, we're going to go off possibly ghost hunting again, folks. I've actually discovered some new locations which are going to be bloody awesome, to be honest. One is an abandoned farm with all the outbuildings still in situ, and one is a shack surrounded by trees and surrounded by farming area. Obviously, I can't really give you that location before I even film it, so I think that might be really good, actually. With the droning situation, you might be aware that the rules have changed now. You've got to stay in visually line of sight, which I thought was going to be a bit of a problem, but I don't think it will be too much of a problem, because what I can do, folks, is basically go to a location like the North Coast, say for instance, take off, fly until I can't just get the drone is just on the edge of visually line of sight, and then stop the video there, walk up until I meet the drone again, and then carry on again, stop. So in the new drone videos, what you'll see, folks, is there will be gaps in the video because I've got to be seen to be towing the line. Otherwise, potentially, I could get myself in, if you know what I mean, folks. So we don't want to do that. We don't want to get in the poo. Jeff says, you have two Minnie Mouses. Are they both called Minnie?
Of course they are.
Of course they are. Hello. Okay, that's enough. That's enough being me being a plonk. So, yeah. So is that a new word? Is it? So. I don't know. Maybe.
No, you don't want to sniff that.
Yeah, so there's going to be a few videos before New Year, folks. I think you're going to like them, and I might be able to possibly be able to go out with Adam from TWEX, Two Wheel Exploration, possibly one day next week, but we shall have to see on that one whether he is available or not. Failing that, we possibly may have David with us. Failing that, we possibly may have Chris with us. So I've got to get to these locations that I've got on the maps to basically find out if they are goers or not, basically, folks. So yeah, just checking the chat. So yeah, we got two smartphones. This is the old one here, folks. This is the old Nokia phone. It does work pretty good, but the reason why I had to upgrade this one is because the DJI Fly app, which controls the drones, does not work, or Nokia's are not does not support DJI Fly app anymore. So that's why I had to change it, basically, you know. So I hope you guys have enjoyed all the recent videos we've done. We was over at Tregonning Hill recently, and that's the first one where I properly observed the visual line of sight, because you know, they're always changing the rules, aren't they? I don't know why they have to keep changing the rules all the time. It's like the last 3 years, every year the CAA have brought out a new bloody rule, which is an absolute bit of a pain, to be honest. But there you go, never mind. Do you have any anything you want to say? No? Are you going underground next year?
Don't think so.
You're not going to?
I'm not old to.
Yeah. Do you want to?
Mm.
Yeah. So which one would you like to go? Don't mention it by name, but would you like to go down the ladder way with us? Or would you like to go in under that engine house? Under the engine house? Yeah. So we've got to buy another gas detector, folks, for the underground explorers, because I think it's sensible. I think it's wise to have stuff like that. I do have a helmet for Jen, and I'm going to wear my original Self Crofty helmet next time we go underground. And I've got a reproduction Oldham lamp which goes up here with a modern LED and lithium battery in it, so that should be good. Yeah. Do you have any questions, folks? Do you have any ideas what you would like to see from us? Me and Two Wheel Exploration are going back to the pillbox. Thanks to Jeffrey, Jeff, we've actually just discovered another pillbox in that vicinity, which we didn't even know about until recently, thanks to Jeff that pointed it out to us. So we're going to go back to that and we're going to have a look at that. Next January, we're getting our new drone, which is it's the DJI Air 2S. It's got a lot more features on it compared to the other one that we've got. It's got a bigger sensor or camera, therefore we can do more nighttime shots with it. I am a little bit restricted where I can fly it, but I don't think it's going to affect us too much. We are fully insured and fully licensed drone pilot, so that should be really good. Excuse me. What else are we going to talk about? Let's just have a look at some of the videos that we've done this year, folks. We've done a lot, tremendous amount of videos over the last 12 months, and we've worked with quite a few YouTubers as well. Chris Cook. Merry Christmas, Chris and Sophie. Hello. How you doing, folks? Thanks for popping over. So Chris put Merry Christmas there, you see?
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right, so we have done a lot of drone flights this last year, and the one that stands out for me most recently is the old blacksmith forge, which is at Wheel Busy. And of course, as you may know, me and David and Chris climbed inside of it and had a little nosy about to document it for historical purposes, because I believe over the next 12 months that roof is going to get even worse. It is, I think it's grade 1 or grade 2 listed, so therefore if anyone restores it, it's going to be put back exactly as it was. So, and it's owned by quite a well-known estate. I'm not going to mention their name, but they are renowned for leaving properties go to dereliction, which is an absolute crime in my book. So we did the Baffin Cave with Adam from TWEX. That was down near Prussia Cove. That was really good. We did the tour of Camborne this year. That done really well. That done 1,400 views, which is awesome, folks. Also, we did a tour of Red Roof, part 1 by myself. That did 2,200 odd views, which is just amazing, folks. Amazing. Damien, hi mate, Merry Christmas. And to the cat. So what else did we do this year? We did Hale Estuary earlier this year. That did very well. We've done Portreif quite a bit this year. We've done Carnbray quite a bit this year with the drone and obviously on foot as well. We've done Carmarth quite a bit. Recently with David, we did magnet fishing, which I thoroughly enjoyed that, to be honest. I know David did too, so that's good. So that's one thing that we're definitely going to be bringing back stronger later on next year. We're going to buy a couple of more magnet fishing kits, and we're going to be doing it obviously with wife and with crew members, so that should be good. Also this year, quite a few times we did a few visits to Penhale Army Camp. Now we definitely are going back early next year to do a follow-up to see how things have changed, and to see how things have kind of progressed with that. Now, it's quite controversial site really, because there's a developer that wants to turn it into a stroke holiday camp and luxury lodges and all, which I don't really agree with, folks, because in that area there's already a lot of that, to be honest. So I think it would be good if it was maintained as it is, to a degree, for like a museum or something along those lines, and giving back to the community, or even the National Trust take it over. So what else have we done? We did quite a bit with Adam from Two Wheel Exploration, looking at World War II locations, which that is going to be an ongoing thing, folks, because this is something that I'm very passionate about, the subject of World War II and what remains from that time period. It's fascinating, and I'm sure a lot of you agree with that as well. Me and Adam will be taking a trip over to Newquay at some stage in the new year. There's an RAF field there that we want to have a look at in a very in-depth way, and I can fly the drone there because it's not a controlled airspace, so that's really good. So we'll be doing more with that. A lot of urban exploring we've done. We've discovered quite a few derelict farms near the China Clay district here in Cornwall, and I know that there's a few more locations there which we've got pinpointed on Google Maps that we're definitely going to have a look at even more, folks. What else have we got? So underground things with the crew. Hi Mark, how you doing, mate? Paranormal. Well, I was just about to get to that, Mark. So you've got me right on cue, which is awesome. We are definitely carrying on the paranormal, 100%. Next week, either myself or Mrs. Curnow or a member of the crew, we're going to go on another ghost hunt, folks. And I've got quite a few pinpointers where we've already had a look and I felt something there. So like, because we had a visitor here today and we were going through some of the footage from the recent paranormal things, such as over where we did the Christmas fry up. Now, we did do a small investigation there, and we had Chris was there at the time, and he said, "Oh, I feel that there's something here." And on camera, there was an orb that came out of him and just went right by the phone as we was doing the Necrophonic app. So that because the thing is with the paranormal, when you're there in person, you don't necessarily experience it. It's only in the edit or when you're watching the video back where you actually see things. So I think for the next few few more paranormals that we do, we'll do pre-records with the GoPros, which is this right here, folks. Is the GoPro 10. This is what we use, and the GoPro 9 in conjunction with each other. So I feel that because the live streams are good at locations, but because when they're live, you might have noticed that the video is ghosting a bit. What I mean is there's like pixelated, but if you do a pre-record with the GoPro, you get proper 4K or 1080p, whatever you want to do. So it's crystal clear. And we don't fake any of it, folks. What you see from us is what we seen at the time. We don't do anything to the video at all. So yeah, we are. So just carrying on what Mark just said there. Yes, paranormal is coming, and we are going to continue doing it, folks. I'm going to do lone visuals as well, such as over at Tahiti Country Park, Kennel Vale, and possibly down at military sites down at Falmouth. And of course, doing pre-records with this, it doesn't really matter if I've got a crap signal, because if it's pre-recorded, you don't need to worry about signal at all, do you really? So there you go. Paranormal is continuing. So we're going to be getting a couple more lights for the crew, because we use these quite a bit, folks. These are the Piran 2 from Olight. They are the newer ones, and we're going to get 2 more of these, because in the group there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 of us. So ideally I would like all the crew members to have one of these each, so we've all got a decent torch, because for one night's investigation, this torch is awesome and it will last, which is just magic, folks. Also, in conjunction with that, I would like for the crew to have with them is one of these, folks. This is the Olight Seeker 2 Pro. Now, I do have the Seeker 3 Pro, which I use for myself, but if I get another, what was it, 1, 2, 3, there were 4 of these, then every member of the crew has 2 torches with them, because we did have an incident fairly recently with a member of the crew where he took a fell. I'm not going to say who that is, but you know who you are, and it scared the holy crap out of me. We always carry a first aid kit, folks. It's an adventure first aid kit, and it covers most of everything that you would ever need. But like if we did break a bone, then I can't really do anything with that. But everything else, this kit that we've got 2 of them, it caters for it basically, so it's all good. So it's always best to be safe when you're doing this stuff basically. I need a drink. Oh, that's better. Right, let's go back to so we've done quite a few motorcycle journeys, as you may know. It's something that I do enjoy doing, and we will continue to bring that, folks. Now, next year, because I've got more than one bike, as you can imagine, I do have another bike which I've got to put back on the road. It does require a couple of things that are needed to be addressed, so I've got to get it down to the local motorcycle shop where they fit the new parts, and then we're good to go. And it's the ideal bike for going long distance. It's a Suzuki Bergman, folks, and it's like an armchair, and Mrs. Curnow will back me up on that. What's it like to ride on the back?
Comfy.
Comfy? How comfy?
And very comfy.
Yeah. Do you get wet?
Not too bad, actually.
Because it's got a fairing on the front, folks, so when it's raining, the wind and the rain just goes straight over the top and gone. It's got a top box on the back. It's got under seat storage as well, and it keeps up with A30 traffic, so you can see how powerful it is.
It's not just for us, is it? It's for our boy as well.
Yeah, it's for our son as well, Charlie. He enjoys riding on that, so that's good. So I'm hoping to get my mate David to do a vinyl wrap for me, because there's a couple of scuffs on the bottom which I want to try and just blank them off so it's not obvious basically. So if we do both sides with vinyl wrap, which I've got, then it should be really good. So there is some videos of that bike on the channel, but it's quite a long time ago. So yeah, it was a good bike. Next year we are going to buy another bike, folks. It's a brand new bike, and it's a Honda PCX 125. They want that basically because it's going to be ideal for, because we're bikers basically, aren't we? You know, and it's ideal for 2 up, and it's always good to have more than one bike. I know Adam, two wheel exploration, will totally agree with this. If one bike fails, then you've always got another bike there ready to go basically. So I'm not sure what colour to get. What it's either a grey or a red.
I'm going for a red.
Red, yeah. So you might see that around, folks. So it'll probably be end of summer before we get that one, because it's not exactly cheap, shall we say. What else? I don't know. Let's just go through some of the old videos here a minute.
Oh goodness me. Well, that's me filming you.
What was that to? Christmas. Oh yeah, that's a recent one. So we're going to be heading up North Cornwall, folks. That is the grand plan for next year. Obviously this year we did get up to Padstow Airfield, and Bearded Bodger, hi mate, how you doing? Merry Christmas to you. We did get up to North Cornwall. We got to Davidstow Airfield, which was quite interesting, to be honest. There wasn't a great deal there, but it was nice because that's the furthest I got up this year, to be honest. So yeah, it was. It really stretched the old legs of the old little the bike that we use, which is a copy of a Honda 90. So yeah, it's really good. Um, so we're going to start restoring a couple of old bikes that we got in the garage. I got they're 1970s. They're Honda PC. No, what are they? I can't think what they are. What are they?
Don't look at me.
I don't know. I forgot.
No, the old Honda.
It's like a Honda 90, but they're not Honda 90. They're a smaller version. And one is 1978 and one is 1979. So they are
My age is younger.
MOT and tax exempt. Ho, ho, ho. To you too, mate.
Who's that?
The bearded bodger. He's Aid's friend
Oh yeah.
from
Blown cylinder.
Blown Cylinder. Yeah. Yeah. Aid is a very like-minded chap when it comes to the World War II subject and vehicles, basically. Scott, hi mate, how you doing? Merry Christmas. Hope you're well. Hope you're ready for Christmas Day. We certainly are now. Going to crack open a bottle of Bud in a minute from America. So that'll be all right. So yeah, you're going to see Mrs. Kerno on more videos, folks. She wants to be on more videos, don't you?
Yes. Apart from when I'm working.
Yeah, apart from when she's working, because she's our biggest financer, folks. She finances the channel in a massive way. You won't believe it. So yeah, all good. So yeah, going back to the World War II subject, me and Adam, I think maybe not the first video you see from us in the new year, but not long after, we're hoping to get up to an airfield which is now decommissioned. It's just past Newquay, basically, and it's RAF St Mirren, folks, and we
Merry Christmas, guys.
Bearded Bodger, thank you, mate. Hope you're referring to me.
No, what's he put?
He put finally somebody pretty on the channel. Oh dear. Yeah.
What, the mouse or me?
I don't know. Don't matter. Yeah, so we're going to have quite an extensive look around there. I've been tipped off recently that somebody has cleared back a lot of the bushes and the undergrowth on some of the buildings there. But also I've been warned that the person that owns that airfield area, they don't like anybody just going on there. Well, the thing is, at the end of the day, civil trespass, isn't it, folks? So, you know. Bearded Bodger, yes, mate, yes. We are definitely coming up. I can't say a time at the moment, but it'll probably be during the summer months, I expect. Hopefully Adam can get some time off work, and then I'll fill his tank up, basically, and we'll go up there, which will be awesome, because Aid did say that he would put us up for a night or two, possibly at RAF Snaith or something like that. We could always take a tent or something like that, you know. But yeah, we're dying to come up, mate. It's a shame that you guys are so far away. It's a tremendous journey from down here in Cornwall, because where we are, we're pretty much how far from St Ives? 10 miles? We're about 10 miles from St Ives. We're about 10 miles from Halston. And how far from Truro?
About 10. We're 10 from Truro.
Truro
15 from St Ives.
Yeah. So Truro is our city. We've only got one city in Cornwall, and that is Truro. So we're kind of like was it about 15 miles from Newquay?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 miles from Newquay. So we're in what's known as the most populated area in Cornwall, folk. So yeah, it's really, really good. So what was I going to say? Yeah, so we're getting the new drone on the beginning of next month, it's the Air 2S, and I'm really looking forward to that, folks, because it's got a bigger sensor and it's got more optical avoidance and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to using it at dusk, because it lets in more light. Because the other one, the sensor, which is the lens part, which you can see here, it's bigger. So, and it comes with the Flymore combo, which is the extra batteries, the ND filters, and all that jazz. So it's really good. Pickfords. Whoa, but that was good fun. Get to see lots of different places, eh, mate? Oh. Hello, the 13 people in the house. Merry Christmas. I'm going to crack open a beer. Oh, yes. Cracking open a bud. There we go. How about that? Merry Christmas, folks. Oh, oh, pardon me. Now, in case you're not aware, I do have another channel, folks, and it's called Kerno EXP Blogs. And in case you're wondering what it looks like, it's orange, and we've got, how many subscribers have got on that?
Did have 77, didn't you?
No.
Yeah, 77.
At the moment, we've got 77 subscribers on that. Now, the music on that is different to what I usually use. There's a lot of Taylor Swift on it, and there's a lot of that kind of music on it, which, to be fair, it represents what I really like in the music situation. With the main channel, this channel, we've got to keep it copyright, so it's not copyright. I don't get a copyright strike, if you know what I mean. So that's why we use a group called PC111, and I kind of adopted that music from the Secret Vault, and that's what you guys have heard from us. Put a link in the chat. I will try, mate. I will definitely try. So I'll just get off that a minute. And how do I do that? Don't know. Well, I don't really know. Right, give me a minute, folks. I'll try and get a link. There we go. Copy link. There we go. Copy link. Right. I will try and get a link on. I'm not very good at this. A bit cag-handed at times, but there you go. Never mind. Right. I did it. I did it. Way hey.
At first you don't just say keep bloody well trying.
Yeah, so do I, mate. You know. So I'm not actively trying to promote that channel, but if you're not subscribed, then maybe consider it, you know. But like I said, it does reflect what I really like, and I'll put bits on there which won't necessarily make it to this main channel. So like what else have we got? We've got Minnie Mouse doing her squeaks, Mary Mousemas and all that. So, you know, it's just me chatting about, basically. So if you want a bit of a laugh, just head over there. Really, it's all right, you know. So let's go back to what we've done this year. Again, we've covered a lot of ground, folks. A lot of ground. I am interested in prepping as well, which is having like a stockpile of military MREs and like a bit of tin food and alternatives to likes of cooking utensils like gas stoves and little wood burning stoves and oil lamps and things like that. So we're interested in that as well. Chris Cook. Oh yeah. Hello David, how you doing, mate? Thank you for doing that, David. I hope you're good, mate. I hope you're ready for Christmas. And I hope your drone flying is going good. I haven't seen any updates from you recently, so I don't know if have you done any new stuff recently, mate? If so, I will head over a bit later and check you out. But yeah, so we are going to be doing some more coastal surveys, folks, with the drone and a couple of members of the crew. We've got, because me and Chris are hoping with David and hopefully Sophie, because we need 2 other people there for safety, folks. We've got CBs and all that jazz, PMR 446 radios, so we can keep in communication with each other. But there's one area, I'm not going to mention it by name, there's one area where me and Chris have got to drive a stake in the ground, put a rope to it, and put a rope to ourselves, and just use it as a safety line, basically, to get down to this area where there is some potential adits. Now, in case you don't know what an adit is, it's a mine, it's a tunnel, and it goes off. Now, we did go in one recently, folks. You might have noticed. Where is it? With Charlie up there. Here we go. Cornish mine taster for next year. So just gives you a bit of a taster of what we've got planned for next year. Now, we've got all the kit, folks. We've got all the ropes, the harnesses, the safety hats, the lights, and the gloves, the boots, and everything. We've got everything. We've even got waders, folks. So next year is going to be the year where we do some more underground stuff. And I've got to order another underground gas detector, because I think it's best that everyone gets one. And if they do go off, then get the hell out. Adrian, hi mate. How you doing? Builded Bodger. Yeah, mate. Liam, hi Liam. How you doing, mate? Well, everyone's jumping in now, aren't they? So yeah, well, wish you all Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Ooh, oh, bloody hell. Sorry about that. Now, as I was saying to Adam recently and Chris recently and David, we've got a rib, we've got a boat, and I bought a brand new outboard for it. And this year the plan was to go out in it, folks, but it never panned out. So the boat hasn't been out for a whole year, which is bloody crazy, really, when you think about it. So next year, when the weather improves, we are definitely getting the boat out, without a doubt. Now, it carries 3 people at once safely. I've only got 3 life jackets, folks, and I've got a marine bound radio and all that jazz. So yeah, Bearded Bodger, if you and Ade want to come down, mate, then you're more than welcome to come on and explore with us. And we'll probably even treat you to a Weatherspoons meal and a pint.
Right on.
So that'll be good, wouldn't it? So if you fancy coming down, no worries. But me and Adam, hopefully next year, will definitely... What am I talking about? I'm getting pissed, aren't I? Me and Adam have got plans to come up, basically. So you'll definitely get to meet us, which will be cool. So keep up the good work at RAS Snaith, mate. You know. Alan. Hi, Alan. Yeah. Well, the plan was this year to do it, but it never panned out. It just didn't pan out. You know, I've got the life jackets. I've got anchors. I've even got a Garmin fish finder with sat nav on it, and I've not even used it. And I've got that marine bound radio with the license now as well, with Ofcom, and just haven't used it. It's crazy. That's £1,000 all tied up in that. It's mental, isn't it? You know, mental. What's that name there?
I ain't got my glasses.
Georgie.
I don't know. I ain't got my glasses on.
Georgie, is that your name? Yeah. Hi, Georgie. How you doing, mate?
George.
Yeah. So yeah, next year boat adventures are coming, and like I said just a few minutes ago, we have got a pirate theme video coming, folks, and that is going to be an absolute stinker. It really is. It's going to be a stonker. And in conjunction with the drone, because what I can do is I can do follow me mode with the drone, with the boat. So as we're going along, the drone will follow us along. It's like, yeah, man, that's bloody awesome, right? You know, so that should be fun. I am going to do some more follow me modes with the drone and the motorbike, which should be good. We did that a few times. I think because of the new rules and that, I think that would be allowed. So that's all good. So yeah, it should be really good. Yeah. So in case you're wondering what cameras we use GoPros, folks, mostly. And I just recently purchased this one, which is the GoPro 10, as you might be able to see. Can you see that? So we bought this off one of our friends, and he done me a good deal, folks. We also use the GoPro 9 as well, and in conjunction with the two of them, that's what we mostly use, GoPros. They are bloody good, and we've got more than one battery, so it's just awesome, folks. You know, I love the GoPro. I know there's a lot of people out there in exploring communities that don't really like them, but for me, for what we do, they're perfect. And another thing, they are waterproof, which is just, for what I do, it's perfect thing. Alan, yeah, it wasn't too bad, was it? It was a bit hit and miss because the wind was fighting the drone. That was at Tregonning Hill. That was adhering to the new rules, which is visual line of sight. And I'm sticking to that now religiously. And you will see longer videos from us, but oh, flipping it. Who's that? Might have to end the stream. Right, I'll call him back later. Sorry, folks, modern technology got in the way. What was I talking about? Don't know. What was I talking about?
You know what? Oh, modern technology. No. Oh, you've got me all in a twist now, mister.
Yeah, Bearded Bodger, does Aid use a GoPro, mate? I got the impression that he did. But, you know, for what I do, that was it, the GoPro 10, yeah. For what we do, folks, GoPros are, for me, one of the best things you can have. Now, we've got these tripods, which the phone is on right now. I've also got a light set up there as well, which you don't really need it, to be fair. But what I will do in a minute is I'll just show you the tripods that we use, because we've got two, basically. So here's the bottom of the tripod. You can see that it folds down to one piece like that. You can hold it like that as a selfie stick. But also what I like the most is this. And then here's the lighting setup, as you can see, folks. So these are fully extendable, and they go, I think they go up to about 6 feet, which is pretty good. And these are some of the lights that we use. As you can see, they're like a GoPro generic light, which is pretty good, to be honest. It's pretty bright, as you can see, and it's got adjustable like that. And of course, this one here is pretty good because it's got low, medium, and high, and you can turn it down and up and whatever you want, basically. So it's pretty cool. So this is what these are the lights that we use when we're at doing the paranormal things and stuff, because they are versatile. And the good thing about them, in my eyes, is what they do is they take the old style GoPro batteries, as you can see that. That's a standard kind of GoPro battery from the older GoPros, that is. And it's just basically plug and play, basically, folks, you know, which for what we do, sorry, for what we do.
I'm going to blind the wife now.
Yeah, you like it.
I don't mean blind.
I'm only joking. For what we do, folks, you know, it's just an ideal piece of kit, really. You know, let's catch up with some chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, you know, going back to camera side of thing. Now, I do have other cameras. I do have the DJI Pocket One, and it does work really well, but I just don't use it, folks. I just really don't use it. The GoPros have got a stabilizer, so when you move, they do keep it nice and trim and true. Which, for me, the videos have got to be steady. We don't want shaky cam, shake cam. I hate shaky cam. I just can't stand it.
You know,
It drives me nuts.
You mean wobble cam?
Wobble cam, yeah, just mental. I just cannot stand it, folks. You know, please keep your videos steady. Hello, the 12 people. So I don't think we're going to stay on for a great deal longer, folks. I don't even know how long we've been on, do you?
3/4 of an hour.
Yeah? Where's the... Oh, there he is. Yeah, so now I was talking with Chris earlier, not earlier, well, recently, and we might do a fry up every month with some crew members. What do you reckon? Would you like to see that from us? Because we've got some new cooking bits and pieces. Damien, you're into telescopes. Brilliant, mate. I did have one a while back, and I did take a picture of the moon, and you could see the craters and everything. It's just amazing. So I think that's something that we will look into again. Hello, Jeff. How you doing, mate? Yeah, we're definitely going to look into that in the future, I think. So we're going to bring boat videos next year, more underground videos next year, more urban exploring, because we've got a lot of places pinpointed, folks, on Google Maps, and so that will be something to look out for. Now, I'm hoping early next week we will have a new urban explore, and that will be going to the location and just getting the GoPro and shooting what I see and documenting it on video. And then when I leave location, when I'm not too far away, sometimes I keep my visual line of sight. We'll get it videoed with the drone as well, so that'll be good, won't it? Hi, Derek. Derek from Suffolk. Hi, mate. Hope you have a good Christmas. So yeah, there will be that after Boxing Day, which I think will be really good. We're hoping to get at least one paranormal investigation done next week before New Year, which will be good. Yeah, my lad's a gamer. He's a PlayStation addict, but he's not on it all the time though. But he does enjoy it, and he's requested that he gets himself a 4K monitor, 32-inch, which is pretty good, to be honest. So our telly upstairs is an older LG one, just 1080p, but it's got a slight little fault with it. There's like a little line in the middle of the screen, which it's not always visible, but I think I'm going to upgrade that next year when I upgrade my son's TV, which would be quite good. Yeah. So do you want to say anything? Have you got any plans for us, or no?
No, I'm too work orientated, aren't I?
Yeah, she's a worker bee. Which is good.
good in one way and bad in the other.
So I hope you're all. Well, pardon me.
Excuse you.
I hope you're all ready for Christmas tomorrow, folks.
Blimey.
Aid did say to me, Bearded Bodger, that possibly that location at the airfield could be haunted. So when we get up there, with permission, I wouldn't mind to just have a little investigation to see if there's anything there. Would be interesting, wouldn't it? Ah,
Okay.
is that Aid's daughter, mate? I don't know.
Is it Pepper? She's got-
Pippa, yeah. No, it's not Pippa, is it?
Oh, it's
It could be the cat, because she got a cat, didn't she? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so early, I think we've got to follow up. I think we've got to follow up Jeff's tip off of the pillbox, and I think possibly the first video from Two Wheel Exploration and myself. I don't know if it'll be next week, but maybe early in the new year, we'll be hunting that pillbox. I think that'll be quite interesting because I've not seen, because until Jeff pointed it out to us, I didn't know it existed, basically. Now, the one that we went to the other day, I'm not going to say exactly where it is, but Jeff knows where it is. It's on a poignant spot, and a lot of folk know about that one. But the other one, which I'm not going to mention exactly where it is, I don't think that's been documented. So that'll be really good. I asked Santa for, what did I ask for? Peace and calm.
oh,
Hello? Oh, hello, Dave. You all right? Yeah, I'm live on YouTube, Dave. Yeah, you still coming over Boxing Day? Yeah, it's still on, mate. All right, I better go because I'm live on YouTube, all right? Yeah, I'll give you a ring tomorrow evening just to confirm a time, all right? Oh, I don't know, about 6 o'clock? All right? Hey? Oh, you are? Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Good lad. All right, Dave, I better go because I'm on YouTube live, all right? All right, then. See you on Monday, all right? All right, then, boy. Yeah, I will. All right, then. Don't worry, I will. All right. All right, Dave. Cheers, boy. Bye. That's my brother, folks. He's coming over on Boxing Day. Revealing the forgotten places. Hello. How you doing, mate? How's your little one? Ah, little angel.
oh dear.
Yeah, I was just saying to the wife, because I showed the picture that you sent, and I said to her, "Do you remember 15 years ago, Charlie?"
Yeah.
You know,
God
Yeah.
almighty.
our lad's 15,
On
folks.
New Year's Day.
Chris is a member of the crew, and his lady friend Sophie is. He wishes everybody a Merry Christmas from the crew. So there you are, folks. Chris is a big part of the channel, and he always will be. And so is David, so is Sophie, and so is Haley. They are members of the crew. So from Mr. and Mrs. Kernow, EXP, to the crew, we wish you Merry Christmas
and a Happy New Year.
and a Happy New Year. So when it comes to locations where it's not 100% safe, folks, me and Chris are the ones that will do this. Because David has the enthusiasm, but we don't want him to put himself in somewhere where he could potentially hurt himself, which we don't want that, do we? So David is first class safety man. That's what David is. So if you're David, if you're watching, mate, Merry Christmas. Okay, revealing the forgotten places. The new rule is, mate, you're not allowed to fly out of visual line of sight. So the other day I got about 250 meters and I could still see my drone. So that was okay. But the old rules were you could fly up to 500 meters, and I think at night time, if you've got strobe lights on your drone, like I have, then you could possibly fly up to that. But there's going to be a lot of people out there that's going to give you some stick for that, I should imagine. But you're only allowed to go up. I think this rule still stands, and that you're only allowed to go up to 120 meters. So I always get down to about 110 meters. So I've got 10 meters leeway each way. So that's the new rules, basically. So it's only been brought out recently. So any of the videos that you've seen from us where we've flown quite a bit of distance, that was done long before this new rule came in. So it's all up on the CAA website, which is a civil aviation authority. And, you know, yes, that's right, mate. You need to know what orientation your drone is at. So there, if you're flying out, you'll need to know what you're looking at. So like Bearded Bodger said, that's the part of the rules as well. So what I do now is I put strobes, well, I have been putting strobes on my drone for a long time. But now, every time I use my drone, I put red red strobes at the back and green at the front. So you know what orientation your drone is. I don't think there's going to be police out there on every bloody corner checking it, folks, but it's always best to make sure that you're abiding by the law, because I don't want anyone I know to get done by the police and that. Also, there's another rule that they brought in as well. If you're approached by the police and they ask you, can we see your ID? You've got to actually bring your drone back and land it and then show them your ID. Now, I do have my ID, my flyer ID and operator ID, and I have insurance as well, folks. So that is the new rules regarding the drones, which is a bit of a kick in the bollocks, really, but it's not going to change my videos greatly, because what I'm going to do now, from now on, is I'm going to fly out to the limit where I deem that it's kind of like, well, it's I can almost see it. I'm going to bring it back a bit, then stop the video, and then walk to that location, and then carry on the video. So what you'll see from us from now on is, on the drone flights, you'll see like a 2-3 minute video, then there'll be a cut, and then the video will carry on again. There's going to be cuts in the video, and that is me getting to the location where we want to carry on filming to. So I've still got VOLs, visual line of sight, on the drone. So it's going to take me longer to do these videos now, to keep in tabs with the law, which is a bit of a ball ache, really, but there you go. Yeah, Bearded Bodger, yeah, mate, yeah. The thing is, it's when I start going, because obviously we're getting a bigger drone next year. We're getting another drone, folks, so it's going to be a lot better because we're getting the Fly More combo. The drone that I'm using, well, I've got 2 drones I'm using now. I'm using the DJI Mini 2, and I'm using the Mavic Air 2. And with the Mavic Air 2, I didn't buy a Fly More combo. So if I stick with that drone, which I'm not, well, I'm still keeping it, but then the videos are going to take longer and longer to make. So it's just ball ache. But because I'm buying the new drone with the Fly More combo, that means I've got extra batteries. So therefore we can accomplish hopefully one decent drone video in one afternoon, which is good. But it is going to take me longer. This is the thing. So it's going to take me longer to get the videos up. So therefore, it might be an it might be a effect on how many videos I do a week. Because as you all know, I do produce a lot, and so it's going to slow me down a bit, unfortunately. Yeah, I think what it is, it's people out there which have just been doing stupid things with drones, and they just don't care, basically. And this is why they've changed the rules, I believe. You know, so you know, Bearded Bodger, yes, I've seen Aid's video, and he's taken to it like a duck to water. I'm so impressed. So let's hope he continues doing it, mate, and I'm sure he will. You know. Anyway, cheers. Oh, arse. Sorry, pardon me.
Oh dear.
So, so you will be seeing the same kind of content from us, but it's going to take longer, folks. This is the thing about it all. I've got to maintain my vols, which is visual line of sight, which I will, and we will continue to bring you the lovely videos from the Cornish coast and from other places. Now, when we're doing urbex, that ain't going to affect me at all, because flying over these derelict properties, I'm there in person anyway, so I never really fly off like I have done in the past, which I've not gone to any great length anyway, so it's all good. But it's just another thing where the powers that be are just trying to take control of things, and I don't know, but it's the government, isn't it? The government, politics. Oh, can't stand it, folks. Anyway, let's not talk about that.
No, sore subject.
Pardon me. Right, okay, let's cover some more old ground. So I hope you enjoyed West Wheel Basset. That was a good video. Bearded Bodger, yeah, I did the online test a couple of years ago, mate, and it lasts for 6 years. So my Fire ID, Operator ID, Flyer ID, sorry, that is valid until 2026. So I'm okay for a minute. But I did read recently from a chap called Geeks Varna, who specialises in drones, that the rules might be changing then again as well, which I don't understand why the CAA want to keep changing the rules all the time. You know, it's just crazy. So we've done a lot of paranormal this year. We are going to be doing some more of that, as I said before. And we've got some urbex locations lined up for next week, all being well. And so that'll be good. I'm going to be buying some more gizmos, folks. Later on, I'm going to buy some more camera kit, and possibly later on next year we might get another GoPro. We might get the GoPro 11, so that makes it 3. So each member of the crew gets a GoPro on them, and so we've got different aspects of the videos with different, because obviously if Chris has got a camera on him and I've got a camera on me and Dave's got one on him, then I can switch between the 3 videos to get different shots to make it more interesting again, which is good. Yeah, exactly, mate. Yeah, we don't really do politics.
No.
And yeah, I just think the government are corrupt, basically.
Right.
Simple as that, you know. That's it. I don't really want to talk about it because I might get on the IOR site, folks, which is not a good idea.
No, not on Christmas Eve anyway.
Yeah, I don't like it. So maybe next year, around summertime, I'm going to buy the Mini 3 Fly More combo with the standard controller. The Mini 3 Pro, basically, it's got optical avoidance and it's 249 grams, and therefore you can fly it in towns and stuff like that. I just need to Andy from the ALW. Hi, mate. Andy is quite an inspirational chap. He's very like-minded, and our bearded bodger, I'm pretty sure you're aware of that, mate.
Oh,
So we've got a lot of time for Andy and his little son. So yeah,
deal.
God bless them. I hope he has a great Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Mini 3. I'm going to get that next year, folks. I can't afford to buy all this stuff all one go. I just can't do it. It's crazy amount of money. It's like this here. I bought this second hand for 350 quid, and I can't keep doing that all the time. You know, I just haven't got the money available. And like these GoPro, these
Oh, yeah.
Olights, they're about 100 quid each. Those ones, which is bloody crazy, but they are awesome, folks. Awesome piece of kit. So yeah, it's magic. So what else are we going to get? I don't know. Mices. Oh yeah, the DJI mic set. Now I do use a mic set, as you might have noticed. The recent video we did at Tregonning Hill, which was a couple of days ago, I used my mic with the dead cat, and it really works. It really does work. But the DJI one, it's got a better operating system, so therefore you can go over 10 meters away from where the main station is. Like you guys there, if I had the mic on where you are, I could go out the street and down the road a little bit. But with the DJI one, you can go further. It's like when me, Chris and David are doing our underground explores. Say Chris could be mic'd up and he could be like 15 meters down below us, and we can still pick him up, which is awesome, isn't it, folks? Yes, Bearded Bodger, he is a top bloke. You know, we've got a lot of time for Andy, and I know that he was based at Coldrose. He told me of that back in the day, so he knows Cornwall quite well. So possibly, if he ever comes down to Cornwall, we will assist him with some locations, because me and Two Wheel Exploration do know quite a few locations here, which are from the Cold War and World War II, as you can imagine. I think we're going to go back to RAF Dry Tree at some stage, which is near Goonhilly, and me and Adam are going to do a little bit more filming there, plus a tiny bit of paranormal, because when me and Adam was there, we did have, as we was going through the blast door into the main bunker, which is the control bunker, there was a voice that was on camera, and it was on Adam's camera. It wasn't on my camera. So we want to do a small investigation there, but also at that location, there's the accommodation block, which is further down the road. We have not filmed that, folks, so we need to go and film that. I think that's Nissan huts and things like that. So that will be quite interesting to get on video before those buildings are potentially damaged in any way. Because I believe in filming a location because it's for future reference, because nothing stays the same, does it, folks? It always changes, sometimes for the better, like Aid's place and Bearded Bodger, where they are RAF safe, which has been saved now thanks to Aid and the Bearded Bodger. So thanks, mates, you know, that's really brilliant. So yeah, these places need to be documented, because we need to be able to look back at these locations from the future, if you know what I mean. So this is a big thing that I'm about, and I know a lot of you agree with that. It's important to document as much as you can, because everything changes, folks. Everything changes. Nothing stays the same forever. In some cases it does, but not in all of it. How did I get into paranormal stuff?
Oh, blimey.
My mum has been interested in the paranormal field for forever, and my gran was a white witch. In recent years, Most Haunted rekindled that in us, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Back in the early 2000s. But in recent times, Ghost Adventures of Cornwall. So another plug for Mark and Hayley.
Yeah.
He's rekindled the spark and got me very interested in it. And we will continue to bring that, folks. Maybe not all the time, but we will do it at least once or twice every month, without a doubt. So, you know, there you go. Yeah, well, the thing is, Bearded Bodger, it's 9 times out of 10, when you're at a location, you don't necessarily see or hear it. It's only when you watch the video back, like me and the wife here, we was over at Tahiti Woods earlier. Was it this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was this year. We went there deliberately to do a paranormal investigation, and I was filming it in night vision, was I?
Yeah.
Yeah, in night
And as
vision.
we were walking out, we had get out.
No, it was when we was walking in.
No, it was walking out.
Was it?
It was coming out. So we had it.
Oh,
It
right.
was midnight. We were coming out. We had get out.
Yeah, there was a voice, a man's voice, and it said, "Get out," you know, very sternly.
And I don't think we.
But there was
ever-
nobody there.
No.
Honest to God, I'm not joking.
We looked.
There was no one there, folks. You know, and me and the crew have experienced
Oh,
some
God,
weird
blimey.
shit at different locations. Now, when we did our Christmas fry up at this abandoned cottage in the middle of the Cornish countryside, which it is, Chris had bloody orbs floating around it, and there was no dust there, folks. It was still night, and it was bloody freezing as well. So, yeah, so it does exist, but the thing is, it doesn't always happen when you request it.
If you go
You
silent
know.
and just sit and cry.
You can go to a location and ask out until you're blue in the face, and nothing will happen. But
Sit silent.
I think it's different times of the year when these things happen.
Or you just sit and gas bag with your friends, and then if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, it's like me, Chris, and David. We were there laughing and joking away, and something strange happened to us at a location. Something moved, and it was like, what the fuck, you know. But we've had a couple of invites from the public to do a ghost hunt at their property, which we are going to do in the new year at some stage. So yeah, that'll be good. Right. Any questions before we disappear? Because I'm getting a bit dry. I need a drink. Any locations that you would like to see us film with the drone or on video?
Explore.
Any locations that you know of in Cornwall that you would like to see filmed? Because we can get pretty much to anywhere in Cornwall. Jeffrey, no mate, it happens any time of the day. Now, my mum said to me back in the 90s that she used to see an old lady walking up the street where we used to live, in the country that is, and she confronted this woman once and it just disappeared into a fog. So, you know, my mum is a bit psychic as well. So a lot of people think it's a load of bullshit, but it's not. It's not. It's real, folks. I know that. There's too many things that we've experienced where we can only put it down to paranormal, you know. But this channel is not exclusively about paranormal.
No, it's
We are firstly urban explorers.
drones,
Secondly, we're drone,
and then paranormal.
and then a bit of paranormal, and then we're interested in industrial archaeology, mining, vehicles, vintage vehicles, car restorations, bike restorations, and everything else in between. Basically, we're into everything, folks. Bearded Bodger, thanks, mate. Yeah, if you come up with anything, I'm gladly go to the place and go and record it. Now, as you know, urban exploring is mixed in with civil trespass.
Oh,
Now, civil trespass is not a crime, folks. It only becomes a crime if you're caught by the landowner and they ask you to leave and you don't leave. Now, with me and my crew, if we go to a location and we are caught or seen by the owner, they ask us to leave, we will leave straight away. We don't take the piss, basically. And one thing I will tell you, which is gospel, we will never ever break into a location ever.
so if you
If it's not open,
don't do it.
we don't do anything, folks, you know. And something that peed me off recently is where we went to a location and we could see that somebody broke in, and that really pissed me right off, because that's tarring us with the brush, and I don't accept that. You know, anybody, if we catch anybody doing stuff like that, then you're going to be in trouble, basically, because me and the crew are going to sort you out.
No.
Not violently.
No.
Just
Verbally, yes.
verbally, you know. Bearded Bodger, yes, we're going to go into Devon next year, mate, without a doubt. So early next year, we're going over to Davidstow, which is an airfield at North Cornwall. I've been there before. We got it on video, but I need to go back to do some follow-up videos, because I've learned quite a bit since that it was taken over by the Americans, and there was B-17s there, and I was told that there was Lancaster bombers there as well, which was really bloody interesting. And the airfield was extended to allow these aircraft to land and take off from there, and it was bombed quite heavily. Apparently, it's basically right up on Bodmin Moor, folks. So it's quite a way up. Yeah, I just to let you know, I've got a Boblov, which is a body camera. I've got 2 of them, folks. So when I go to like a high risk location where potentially we could get caught, I'll film everything with that just to cover my ass, you know, because if you don't have that footage to say that you didn't break in, then you possibly could get in trouble. So Boblov is the way to go. You know, they're not exactly cheap, but they're not exactly dear either. So they do record in, I think it's 2.4K, and they do record in night vision, which is really good, folks. We've done quite a bit with them in the past as well. I do need to use it a bit more, but I've got a slight issue with my PC at the moment, because it's the desk area is a bit jumped up with all the exploring gear, because we've had to clear the house a bit because we've got family members coming over tomorrow. So it's all piled in up there, so I need to sort it all out. Yeah, so you'll be seeing a lot more stuff like that from us, which will be really good. Right, any more questions, folks, before we disappear? Because I'm getting a bit tongue-tied.
Well, they'll be up, but at least we can get the thing prepared.
Oh yeah, when we buy our new drone, I will be doing a unboxing video, show you exactly what we get in the box. So that'll be quite cool.
Oh, it's a drone.
Every year in January, we've got to renew our flyer ID, operator ID with the CAA. So I'll have to do that as well. So I'll have to get some new stickers made up, which they got to go on the drone, folks. You've got to display them on your drone. It's like aircraft, you have a little code that you've got to display it. Right, so I think we're going to head off. I hope you all we're all having a beer tonight. We've certainly had a few tonight, so feeling a bit steamed up. Might have a glass of G&T in a minute. You know, never used to drink gin and tonic, folks, but me and Mrs. Kernow here, we do drink it a bit now. Never used to, but we do now. Right. Well, I hope you have a great day tomorrow. We won't be out again until Tuesday. You will see some new videos from us on Tuesday. I'm not sure what that will be right now, but there will be some new videos then. Well, to be honest, Bearded Bodger, if you just get a Mini 1 or a Mini 2, they are awesome drones. Now, probably at the moment, the Mini 2 is probably the best one to get, because you should be able to get one for less than 300 quid. And that's the Fly More combo. Well, that comes with extra blades, props, and extra batteries, which I've got that upstairs. I've got the Mini 2 Fly More combo, and it's a damn good drone. And that will be my backup drone once we get the other one. So we'll have 3 drones, folks. And then later on in the year, we'll have 4 drones. So it's all good. Revealing the afterlife. Sorry, revealing the forgotten places. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I am there. I'm going to have a few more bivvies, I think. So, on behalf of me, And Mrs. Curlew, do you want to say hi to the folks?
Hello.
That's Charlie. That's our boy, folks. So
You got called by someone.
yeah, that was David again. So yeah, so we're going to head off now. Stay safe, folks. Have a great Christmas. Be happy. Be merry. And
Be sensible.
try not to get too pissed if you can help it.
Be sensible.
And do not drink drive. That's very naughty. So yeah, we'll see you soon, folks. I'm going to head off now. Do you want to stop the stream,
Yeah.
Charlie? Bye, folks.
Bye.